Hello everybody, good afternoon. This is a quick one. As you can see on my caption, I say, woman, focus on raising your child/children well. My people, what we see these days, the way children are growing, is not encouraging at all. My sister, focus more on raising your child. Bring them up with morals, respect. Most importantly, teach them to speak the truth, irrespective of the situation. Make them understand that living a life of truth will help them go a long way in life. So please, let's raise our children well. A lot of sisters you focus on the wrong things. You know, you don't even give your children food. Feed them well. Some children are not growing well the way they ought to grow. Feed your children well. Forget about competition of buying clothes and everything. Some people, you only go and buy clothes for your children when you are taking them to party. Ordinarily, if people crash on you, your children look like rags. This is not good. Remember, children are a blessing from God. Instead of focusing on just yourself, try to help, try to focus on your own children. You know, give them good food, give them good clothes, raise your children well, settle down to feed your children. You know, there are some children, they don't eat. Their mother will just put chicken nuggets, put her hair, just eat. They will eat one or two, they will throw it away. Such children cannot grow well. If you want your child/children to grow well, as a mother, find a time during the week to feed your child, especially the ones that don't like to eat. Try to feed them. Buy the food they like. I know all children, they like swallow with okra or ogbolo. Just make it, teach your child. I remember somebody telling me, my children don't like to eat swallow. They like chips. And I said, because you don't cook. When I drew those children close, when I started feeding them with my authentic ogbolo soup and okra, they started rushing pounded yam, rushing everything. So my sisters, let's focus on raising our children. If you don't give your child good food, they will not grow well. That's the truth. They will not grow well. You see some children, they live abroad, but they look like children that are from somewhere in Africa, all because women do not take time to raise their children. Feed your children. Cook good food for your children. McDonald's is not good food. It's not luxury. Let me tell you. It's waste of money and it is junk. Teach your children to eat good food. The same food you were raised with. Teach your children to eat good food. In some homes, everything is Indomie. Go and cook Indomie. Go and cook Indomie. What happened to vegetable soup? What happened to black soup? My sisters, raise your children well. A lot of people are not raising their children well, because when they eat good food, they will grow mentally, they will grow well. You know, their body, everything, they will develop very, very well. You know, please don't focus on buying latest things, showing off, and your children looks like racks. There are some of you, is when there is party in town, you know that somebody is bringing their own children. That's why you rush to shop, they go and buy designers and be putting on the children. And when the children wear designer, they look like something else inside. Let me not use wrong word. Why the children who are well fed, even if they wear cheap clothes, they look nice. They appear well on the clothes. So stop those lives. Settle down, my sisters, to raise your children. Feed your children with good food. Sit down with them. When they bring their school work, I know it's not all mothers that are educated, but when they bring their school work, try to see how you can sit down with them. Sitting down with them at all gives these children sense of belonging. Gives these children safety. They feel safe if you sit down with them as a parent. Even if you don't know anything about their homework, just sit down with your child, start to look at it, go on Google, or make sure you call somebody. Please, my child brought this homework home, and I don't know how it is done. You know, you sort it out. Just sitting by that child at all to do their homework. They feel very happy. They feel settled. What do most parents do? They are on the phone, talking, discussing about irrelevant things with their friends, leaving their children to struggle on their own. So my sisters, let's try to help our children. Let's be there for these children. Remember, a successful child belongs to the father. Unsuccessful child belongs to the mother. So we don't want to have any child that is not successful. My sister, I will tell you this. A lot of women attribute success to 20-story building, upstairs everywhere, filling station, businesses. They attribute their success to, I have this, I have that. My sister, a successful mother is a mother who have raised successful children. When your children are, let me tell you, you might think you're successful today because you have buildings everywhere, you have filling stations, you have a lot of wealth everywhere. When you don't raise your children well, tomorrow when you die, they will sell it. It will not take them 1 month to sell off everything. Your legacies will be all gone in a minute. Within a twinkle of an eye, these children have sold off everything. But when you raise successful children, your wealth will mean nothing to them because they'll be richer than you. You know, it's always a mother's prayer that my child will be greater than me. You understand? You'll find out that even what you feel you've gotten, what they will get before your very eyes, your own will be like nothing. Do you understand? And when you raise successful children, they'll be able to manage all this wealth you have suffered to acquire. They'll be able to help you manage it. Even when you are gone, your legacy will live on. So, to actually quantify a successful mother, children, you cannot have vagabonds. You cannot raise irresponsible children and classify yourself as a successful mother. I have made it. You haven't made it until your children are successful, academically and otherwise. Until your children are successful in all ramifications. So my sisters, let's focus on raising our children. Let's focus on giving our children the best, which is sitting down with them. Bet your children. Some children smell. Even in church, they smell. Settle down to give your children good bath. Bet your children, even if it's once in a week. I mean, when they're over 10, try to bath them once in a while. But before 10, try to give them good wash. Wash them very well. Give them, especially food. They will grow well when they eat good food. Stop chicken nugget. I bought them McDonald's. No. Settle down. Cook for your child, my sister. Raise your child. Because a child who is well fed grows well, both mentally and otherwise. They will not have cause to be on any medication. Settle down to raise your children. Please, my sister. Facebook will not help us raise our children. No. Facebook, social media, they only help us destroy our children. Because nowadays, when I'm talking to my own daughters, the next thing is, oh, mom, I saw it online. That's what we see now. So let's try, as parents, to raise our children very well. God bless all of you.